So come on in, take a sip, and let's wind down. It's time for the Monday Grid, the New York Times. And today we're having a 2024 Richtig Lecker Sauvignon Blanc. Now this is a white wine that comes from a little south and east of Stuttgart, Germany. And it is extremely fruity on the nose. It is like a bowl of, I don't know, mixed fruits. It's really beautiful on the nose. Now on the palate, you can feel the little gas. There's a little bit of gas in it. It feels sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It is a trocken wine, or a dry white, but it is just so full of this bursting, sweet, fruity yum. And when I was going to the store today, which is why I had to ice it down, because I was making a shrimp jalapeno soup to go with some pan-seared chicken breast, and kind of doing it in a Spanish Latino style. And I wanted something kind of sweet-ish, but not sweet, and refreshing to go along with that. And it is just, I can see already I have just made the right choice. This is just fabulous. Obviously a high acid wine, but has all of the characteristics you'd want in a Sauvignon Blanc. Plus, it's just a great minerality. It's a German white. It's very pale yellow. Just a gorgeous wine. So glad that I've got this in here today. A little bit more Solver's Courage, and we'll jump into our grid. And Richtig Lecker literally means really tasty. So, what a wonderful name for it, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and hop into our grid here. So we have a Monday co-construction, a Hawkins-Wojcik co-construction edited by Will Shorts. And every time I hear myself saying Will Shorts, I get so excited. It's just like Christmas all over again. So fabulous. And I'm looking forward to dinner too. Let's hop into our grid, see what we got today. Okay, so Taco Bell's slogan, Live Más. All right. Okay, right off the bat, here we go. Monday, feeling it. In the main. Valuable metals, maybe ores. Who knows? Don't think it's going to be tins. Glimpsed, maybe saw. Memento-filled craft project. I don't know, scrapbook. Main character in All in the Family or Riverdale. Now, I haven't seen Riverdale, but I think we're talking about Archie, Mike and Gloria coming over. Whatever that, yeah. Let's see. We're talking about Serena Williams here. Nice. She's made herself an appearance. So memento-filled craft project could be a scrapbook. And if you had today off, it's an American federal holiday. If you had it off, then I hope you had a good time. I did absolutely jack and squat. Just got up this morning, went and had espresso. Then I came back, just did some odd jobs around the flat. Jump on, maybe pounce. Let's check real quick. Hospital area for critical cases, and that would be the ICU. Very nice. Clears of maybe rids, and ache for could be to yearn. And in the main, how about mostly? I was wondering where we're going with that. Lin-Manuel Miranda, very nice, and everything on a bagel say the works. Or in Cincinnati, the Voiks. Messing around on set. How about Deborah? I think today or tomorrow we're going to start our very first, weekly "What are you watching this week?" thing. It'll just be a short. I think it would be kind of nice to just talk about what we're watching. I think as solvers, we are really kind of keyed into the arts, whether it be Broadway or Hollywood or entertainment from around the world, right? The British Broadcasting Corporation and so on and so forth. So Abu Dhabi belongs in the UAE, and I just think we should probably be talking about that, because I bet you I'm watching something that you would enjoy or appreciate, and I bet you're watching something I don't know about that I would as well. It'd be kind of nice to share those things as we go. Brings to mind could be evokes. Lead into phone or ass. Okay, how about a smartphone smart ass? I love it. Somebody may have a merit badge. Real quick check. Singer Grande de fan. How about Ari? Okay, so here we go. Where you might take a number. Maybe how about a deli? Pen filler could be ink. Level could be even. One's born between July 23rd, August 22nd, be Leos. I'm married to one of them. Opposite of refuse or refuse? I'm assuming we mean refuse. So how about we'll start with accept. And if we have to modify, man, that's not a problem. Fast food chain that serves a Louisiana chicken, and I do believe that's Popeyes. Someone a long time ago, within a year or so, maybe a year and a half now, somebody said that I am essentially the Bob Ross of crosswords. And ever since then, I'm kind of wanting to throw Bob Rossy kind of stuff into that stuff, you know what I mean? Well, we're putting accept right now. Down in this little corner, be our little secret that we put accept in here. But if it's wrong, we can go back and just paint over it. Kind of a thing, right? So merge, I don't know, what do you think? Maybe meld? Glum could be morose. So that makes sense. Eco-conscious, and walk back and forth nervously is to pace, typically speaking. Layered rock. Oh. Shale. Slate. Who knows? Thai name for a British horse racing venue. And I do believe we're talking about the Ascot. Yeah, the Ascot, of course. Have some more of your richtig lecker. Genau, danke. Professor's aides. When I was a professor, and I was, for several years, I didn't have a TA. It was such a small school. I was just lucky to be an attending professor. Just grade your own papers, right? Air Force One. So, Professor.combest never assigned long essays or anything. Just, Snickers or Milky Way. I guess we're talking about a candy bar. So that works for me. Blanc masala, spicy Indian chickpea dish. Yes. Chana masala, staffs could be canes. Yeah, I think we got a meld here with a shale. That's nice. It all fits together beautifully. Fluffy Chinese bread roll, and I think we're talking about bao. Every time I get an SOS call, simplicity could be ease. I could have sworn that SOS stood for like save our souls or save our ship. And then my sister reminded me, and it didn't mean anything. It's like, thanks, Unsel. But she's the trivia queen of the family. I just do crosswords. None for me. Pass. Unadulterated, maybe. Pure. Pure, I say. A big part of an elephant could be the ear. And rescuer, I'm assuming we're talking about a savior. And let's see, we've got some pressure here. Number 1 hit by Queen and David Bowie. Yeah, under pressure. Very nice. Oh, it wasn't clear with the R-E-S-S-U-R-E, right? I'm psychic. Item on a stage could be a prop. Planet beyond Saturn would be Uranus. Or if you're in 3rd grade, Uranus. I know. Insolent sorts. How about snots? And amazing deals could be steals. It's got a lovely little gate to it, but it's a clever little Monday grid. It's tight so far. No inelegance, nothing to speak of negatively. This has just been if you know someone who's just starting out on their cruciverbalist journey, tell them that this is a good one to start with, right? So we probably got Tai Chi here. I used to live for the Monday grids and just dread the rest of them like 30 years ago. But over time, yeah, it kind of works out, right? Italian motor scooter. My cousin Annette has one. She never drives it. I'm like, just give it to me. She's over in Heidelberg. I could just take the train and just putt along on the back roads and come back home with it. I would love to have a Vespa. Not this time of year, but, you know, for the month of warmish weather we get in Germany. R&B's Franklin would be maybe Aretha. I mean, we know it's Aretha, but never make assumptions in a crossword. You know, blade on a boat could be an oar. A rhetorical device used to tug at your heartstrings, and this would be pathos to go along with the intellectual heartstrings, the intellectual strings, if you will, which would be the logos and of course the ethos, just having the credibility, right? And that three parts of the perfect argument: ethos, pathos, logos. Oh gosh, I just love that stuff. Look for, maybe sought. Gatekeeping org, TSA. Now that's a nice one, by the way. That's a great clue for an otherwise commonplace banality of an answer, right? So I like it. Not good. Maybe, actress Lucy of CBS's Elementary, and that would be Lucy Liu. Unwavering, how about resolute? And we've got fireplace remains, maybe ashes to ashes, fun to funky. No, wrong David Bowie song. Ding, 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 ding. That's under pressure. I bet. How about, yeah, right. Country music's McIntyre, and I think we're talking about Reba there. You don't mess with Reba. Competent, perhaps able. I'm from Texas. I can put on a Texas accent. It's a put on. That's what happens when you're raised by German people in a place like Texas. You don't really get an accent, right? Unless you put it on. Know what I'm saying? Come on now. Give me a break. Starchy tuber might be a yam. All right, now we got Bay State, Massachusetts. Very nice. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the Texas at this point. Burning feeling. 3 letters. There's no indication that it's abbreviation, so I think we can leave the diagnoses out of it. Menzel, who has played a green witch and an ice princess. I have no idea. Cowboys workplace. I'm assuming we're looking at a ranch. I mean, I guess it could be a rodeo, but it'd be a rodeo cowboy's workplace. Man, I used to rodeo myself. I've ridden a lot of bulls. I mean, I'm not kidding you. I know you'd never know it, but there was a time in my life. Wore a different hat. Parts of a jigsaw puzzle that many people work on first, and I'm assuming we're talking about the edges. I mean, doesn't everybody do that? I mean, why would you start in the middle? Let's see. Burning feeling could be ire, so just flat out anger, right? You know, just rage. Papa could be dad. And I don't know. I really do blush to say. I mean, when I say blush, I mean, well, if I was capable of blushing, I'd be blushing. I mean, I hate that I don't know who this is, and I'm going to make a note here to figure this out at the end. Messing around as with an instrument or ideas, and maybe noodling. That guitar you see right over here over my shoulder, I like to noodle on that a lot. My wife is always on me like, you really should be writing more songs. I'm like, I know. Swing at a ball. How about dance? So yeah, I have no idea who this is. I mean, I'm so glad we didn't get hemmed up here without some support. Some dark wines. I'm assuming we're going for Shiraz. And Edina Menzel. I'm going to learn who this person is. Child's urging to a horse. Yeah, that's where, of course, giddy up versus yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess bumpy yellow fruit. I guess this would be the ugly fruit. You really would think you'd have a really cool pronunciation. Ugly, ugly, or something. But no, ugly. It is ugly fruit. How about Dayglow paint? And I hope we didn't fat finger anything. Tempera and tempura would be egg. And how do we do, Bob? Okay, first of all, again, Hawkins-Wojcik, this is just a fabulous example of a Monday grid. And we've had so many of these, I mean, over the last 2 weeks. You know, I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is that what a wonderful run of absolutely fabulous crosswords we have had over the last couple of weeks. Every single one of them, it seems, has been... you know, well, it's been the standard. It sets the standard for what it should be on a Monday. A Monday grid should not be hard. It should have a couple of little things in here that might be difficult, but, you know, intersecting with that, like Idina, for example, Idina Menzel. Don't know who that is, but I can tell you right now, if this had been a Friday grid, I might have been in trouble, or a Saturday grid, because if they had crossed it with something other than a noodling, dance, or Shiraz, dad, or ire, I'd have been in trouble, right? You know, which I like. I mean, I like the challenge. So I think this is fabulous. And I think that Hawkins and Wojcik did a fantastic job of building just constructing a gorgeous Monday grid. It meets all of the requirements. So very well done. Brava, brava, brava. So we'll go ahead and bring down our Benier d'Adieu. And if you get a chance to get your hands on a bottle of Richtig Lecher Sauvignon Blanc, this is a 2024, but I'm telling you, it is absolutely gorgeous. This is just wonderful. And it's time for me now to do the Guardian grid, which is always a kick in the pants. It just is. I don't speak British vernacular that well, but I'm learning. And then I'll have the rest of this wine with that wonderful dinner that I have in there right now on the stove. And until we see you tomorrow, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. Be well. Toodle pip. Take care of your friends, your family, and your neighbors, but be especially kind to that person behind you in the line. Be well.